Struggling to understand your customers' experiences with your brand? Let's explore how journey mapping can transform your customer experience and satisfaction. Hi, I'm Michael Pacheco, a fractional CMO specializing in health tech and tech industries. Today, I want to show you how journey mapping can enhance your customer experience and, in the end, ultimately drive better results for your business. If you don't already know, a customer journey map is simply a visual representation of the steps that your customers take when interacting with your brand. Every time a customer interacts with your brand, they start out as a prospect and then become a customer. That's a journey map. By identifying these touch points, what you can do is you can optimize each interaction to provide a seamless, and seamless is a key word here, I'll get to that, a seamless and satisfying experience, leading to a higher customer satisfaction and ultimately higher customer loyalty. And that's money in the bank. If you're a CEO, founder, or in the executive office, you already know that customer loyalty is money in the bank, because a repeat customer is infinitely cheaper than going out and getting a new customer. How to create a journey map. Number one, start by defining your objectives. Pretty simple. You want to clearly define the goals of your journey mapping process. What do you hope to achieve from this? What is the ideal outcome from doing this? It could be improving customer satisfaction. It could be increasing customer retention rates. That's a good one. It could be identifying pain points in the customer journey and how you can address those pain points. Whether that's in a sales call, for example, you want to call out those pain points and poke them and prod them a little bit and make them feel that pain. Whereas if there's a pain point in the marketing process and they're not booking calls because maybe the pain point is the booking process is too complicated, that's a pain point that you want to address right away and reduce that friction to book a sales call. Step numero dos for journey mapping, identify customer personas. So create a detailed customer persona that represents your target audience. You want to understand their demographics. You want to understand their psychographics, their needs, their goals, things like that. Number three, creating a journey map. Map out customer touch points. So this is literally creating the journey map, right? Where are they interacting with your brand? List all those touch points where customers interact with your brand, both online and offline. This could be two separate things. This includes your website, your social media, could be customer service, whether that's like a chat on your website or email or a phone call, any in-store experiences, things like that. And number four, gather customer feedback. So collecting customer feedback from your customers to understand their experiences at each touch point. You can do this super easy. Surveys, interviews, website analytics. There are a bunch of different ways that you can do that. Not super complicated. Step number 5 in creating a journey map is to create the journey map. Visualize the customer journey by mapping out those touch points and customer experiences. Highlight the key stages and the not key stages. You want to separate those two so that it's clear, like this stage is really important, this stage is optional, or maybe only some of the customers will interact at this stage, things like that. Highlight the emotions that the customers are feeling and the customers should be feeling at each touch point. Highlight the pain points that the customers encounter, and so on and so forth. Step number 6, final step, is analyzing and optimizing that journey map. So analyze it to identify the areas for improvement. Look for patterns, look for pain points, look for opportunities to enhance the customer experience, and implement changes and monitor the impact. So the way that you're going to want to do this is typically upstream to downstream. Upstream is going to be, let's call it stage 0, where maybe the prospect, they're not a customer yet, maybe the prospect, maybe that stage 0, they know they have a problem, but they don't even know that your company exists, let alone that you've got a solution for it. And then at the end, so that's upriver. Downstream, downriver, is after you've solved all their problems and you ask them for a testimonial. You want them to evangelize for your company. And there's all this stuff in between. And if you see like a lot of interaction up to point X, and then not so much after that downstream, it shows you pretty clearly that you've got an issue at point X, and you want to look at point X, like what's going on here? What are the pain points here? Where's the friction? How can I reduce friction here? How can I make this easier? How can I make this more fun? How can I make this more interesting? Whatever the case may be, depending on what the issue is. Some tools and techniques for doing this. It's not rocket science, guys. Usually I just do this kind of stuff in flowchart software. My favorite is Miro.com. You can do it in Microsoft Visio. I think Google has one. There's a bunch of them. Do a Google search for flowchart software. Miro.com is my favorite. Miro's fantastic. Specifically because the reason that I like it is because it's very easy to use with others online. So if I want to work on a flowchart with a client in Florida and my assistant in Manila and his assistant in Vermont, we can all get on there and work on that together. Feedback collection tools, super easy. I use Google Forms. It's free. It's dead easy to use. You could use SurveyMonkey. You could use Qualtrics. There's a bunch of them out there. Don't overcomplicate it. Google Forms works for 98% of cases. Analytics tools, things like Google Analytics. Hotjar is a really great one, hotjar.com. Check that out. That will show you how people use your website. If you've got a bunch of interaction points that involve your website and you're trying to figure out what friction is going on there, what pain points are on there, you can actually watch people go through a journey on your website and you can see where people stop, where people are tripping up. Is there a button that you want people to click, but they're not clicking it, right? Maybe they're scrolling right past it. Maybe you need to get your graphic designer to get some kind of focus, the web designer to get some kind of focus on this button that you want people to click. Hotjar will help you see how people are using your website. It's a really good one. Long story short, too late, journey mapping is a powerful technique to enhance your customer experience and understanding and optimize each way that a customer or a prospect, before they become a customer, how they interact with your brand. If you found this video helpful, if there was anything in here that you liked, please give it a like. And let me know what was helpful for you in the comments. If you found one particular thing super valuable and it helped you and you're going to implement it in your business, let me know. Let's have a conversation around that. I would love that. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe. That really helps. It helps out the channel, of course. And ultimately, I want you to reflect on your own customer journey for your business. And I want you to consider how journey mapping could, just think about what could you improve? How could you improve that? How could you improve the number of sales calls that you get coming in by mapping something like this out and figuring out where are your bottlenecks? Where is the friction in your customer journey by mapping this stuff out and looking at that data? I want you to do that. And I'm here to help you do that as well. If you are so inclined, I encourage you to visit my website, michaelpacheco.co. Book a call with me. It's totally free. My only goal here, and I truly mean this, is to provide you with something actionable, some kind of actionable value that you can apply directly to your business. It's not going to be a sales call. Swear to God. If you want to, if you're vibing on this, we can explore if it's a good fit and go from there, cross that bridge when we come to it. But you can hit me up. You can DM me on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me directly on my website, michaelpacheco.co. Ultimately, I want you to just start enhancing your customer experience through journey mapping. It'll be great. You'll never regret it.